Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's September 29th, 2016, the day that leaves 93 days left in the year. The big news story this morning, the transit train crash in Hoboken, New Jersey. This is the second time in recent years that this train station in Hoboken has been crashed into by a train. The last time was May 8th, 2011. What I'm going to show you in this video is that neither of these train wrecks were accidents, but they were purposeful, they were staged. And the reason things like this are staged is because we are governed over by a network of Freemasons who are truly madmen who stage scenes of chaos to control the populace, to instill fear purposefully. Stories such as this will give people thoughts who commute on trains every day in this nation, thoughts of needless anxiety, thoughts of fear. The powers that be want us fearful because when we're fearful, when we're anxious, when we're frightened, we're more easily controlled. We're more looking to Big Brother to provide the solutions. And just watch. Out of these wrecks, what will happen is contracts will be given to certain companies to rebuild, to repair, and you can guarantee that those companies are within this Freemason network. Who is going to pay those companies? We, the taxpayers, are going to pay those companies with our money. This needless wreck today, caused on purpose, and the people that do it, they're not going to have to pay a penny for it. We are. The same people who pay the taxes, the same people who ride the trains, the same people who now are inconvenienced in New York, New Jersey, the region, the same people nationwide who might be thinking their train is next, not realizing that this is being deliberately done. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the May 8th, 2011 wreck at this station, which was on purpose, and we're going to look at today's wreck, and I'm going to show you. No doubt this is purposeful by the numbers. Here's CNN's headline, Train Slams into Station Platform. And CNN, every single time they make a headline, they use gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words. Train slams into station platform sums to 122, just like train wreck, which this is. The word Freemason in the Francis Bacon format also sums to 122. Again, it is the Freemasons who govern over us, who control media, who control government, who run this nation. This is an important practice to the Freemasons, gematria. So let's go to May 8th, 2011, this same station, hit by a train, incident. No coincidence. May 8th, 2011, a date with 44 numerology, special number to the Freemasons who have grand lodges. The word grand is 44. This was grand propaganda. From the day of May 8th to today, the anniversary of this wreck until today is 144 days. And these numbers, 44 and 144, are numbers I talk about in almost every single video because they're very important to the Freemasons who do things by the numbers. The word clock equals 44. It has to do with time. The word time itself has gematria of 144. And when you write out 44, it sums to 144. Again, each day, 24 hours, 60 minutes per hour, that's 1,440 minutes. 1440. Lose the zero from the end, you're back to 144, the number for time. The square root of 144 is 12. 12 months in a year, 12 hours in the morning, 12 hours in the evening. So that wreck to today, 144 days, the first wreck on a date with 44 numerology. There's a whole lot more here. With regards to May 8th, that date can be written 5/8 or 8/5. Freemasonry 58, very special number to the gang. Derailed 58, the train derailed into the station. You can also write that date 8/5. The word matrix equals 85, and what the Freemasons have done to us is they have created a web of knowledge and information built by the numbers, and it truly is a matrix of information. Every day, we get more stories contrived out of this matrix of numbers, such as this. Before CNN changed the headline to what I just showed you with the train wreck, it was at least one dead in train crash, and that was no coincidence either. At least one dead in train crash sums to 226, the number that's often paired with 93. 93 is the number for propaganda as well as Saturn. And Saturn is the keeper of time to the occult. We just talked about 144 time. Today's the day that leaves 93 days left in the year, September 29th. Propaganda 93, Saturn 93. They tell us that the sun is 93 million miles away. Science. They say Saturn's the keeper of time, the occult. The sun is the real keeper of time in this world, and today there is a new scientific holiday being celebrated for the first time in the history of this world called Galactic Tick Day, about the journey of the sun through the Milky Way. Again, the day that leaves 93 days left in the year, Saturn 93, the sun 93 million miles away. All of this stuff is interrelated because the powers that be, the Freemasons who are occult, they use this esoteric knowledge every single day in contriving propaganda and contriving news and creating history. So anyhow, 226 in the headline. 226 connects to 93. Think of the 93 World Trade Center bombing on February 26th. If you've never seen my work on 9/11, you got to check it out. It is truly the best research in the world on the lies of September 11th. What I have done about September 11th shows who was responsible for the conspiracy, why it was done. You got to check it out. So anyway, they started this morning with over 100 injured. Then they dropped it to 75. So they were reporting 1 dead, 75 hurt. Remember, Flight 175 on September 11th. The governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie, sworn in by the Bush administration the day before September 11th. Always bringing that up. Anyway, Flight 175 on September 11th hit the building at 9:03 a.m., a lot like 93. 175 has gematria of 226, and as we know, 226 connects back to 93. You see this? So 1 dead, 75 injured on the day that leaves 93 days left in the year. If you missed the video I just did on the death of the Florida Marlin, dying 175 days after the season began on April 3rd, typically the 93rd day of the year. His name Fernandez equals 93. The Marlins were established in 93. They had their first game after his death against New York, the city where everything's coded 39 and 93. Of course, we're talking about New Jersey, which might as well be an extension of New York. So today's date has 74 numerology, Masonic 74, Jewish 74, Killing 74, the governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie, a Freemason. We'll talk more about Chris Christie's birthday and Freemasonry. I want to check something in real time that I just thought about. New York's on the 74th meridian. I want to see if Hoboken, New Jersey's on that same meridian. See if it's on the 74th as well. Hoboken, New Jersey coordinates. It is. Yeah, I mean, it's right there, so it should be. So look, today's 74 numerology, very special number to this gang, along with 93. Along with 44 and 144, these are the numbers that we're always talking about in these videos. Hoboken, also on the 74th meridian. Today's date, 74 numerology. It's also a date with a life lesson number of 47. 47, the reflection is 74, another special number to the gang. Remember, Building 7 on 9/11 fell down. It was 47 floors tall, each floor 47,000 square feet. Named after Haim Solomon, the name Haim equals 47. He was born on April 7th. The firm that built the World Trade Centers from Seattle, the 47th parallel. The Freemasons have Euclid's 47th problem about how to establish a foundation. Foundation equals 47, framework 47, authority 47. Today's September 29th. It's also a date with 29 numerology. 29 days before this incident, Chris Christie signed a law saying no one with a DUI could be a train engineer, and I don't think that's any coincidence. Also, yesterday, the mainstream media was talking about Chris Christie and Bridgegate all day, something I haven't heard about for years. I noticed yesterday it was CNN's big topic for much of the day, and then look what happens. The next day in New Jersey, a train wreck. All of this stuff is staged. The way the media is delivered each day, it's a setup, it's nonstop propaganda, it's part of an ongoing narrative. Yesterday they were cluing people into New Jersey, Chris Christie. Then today what happens? A wreck in his state. You know how they always try to paint New Jersey as the plumber's ass crack of America? And look at who their governor is, this fat, despicable fuck. I mean, what's up, people in New Jersey? Why do you tolerate that for your leadership? It's true in many of our states. The sub-headline they had up this morning, 100 plus injured as New Jersey commuter train hit platform, officials say. That headline has gematria of 216. Another important number here, 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. To appreciate this, if you're new here, you have to go through the many videos I've done breaking down these numbers, showing how they show up in history. This is a huge number to the current president. The name Barack in Jewish gematria equals 216. He's born on the 216th day of the year, August 4th, supposedly. Connections to Lincoln, who had an assassination attempt on him 216 weeks before he was assassinated. With regards to the 216 connection to 666, train crash equals 666. Remember, Cleveland has the 216 area code. The final game in Cleveland of the NBA Finals, Game 6, a sum of 216 points. Your pro sports are scripted by the same people who script your media. The Freemasons, the Zionists. They run the show. In Revelation, the book of prophecy, where it talks about the number 666, it says the false Jews will rule in the end times. That's who controls your government, your media. That's who puts on all this by the numbers. Gematria, what I'm showing you, the practice of coding numbers into words, it is mostly a Jewish practice. Jewish equals 74, Masonic 74. Think about all the Jewish banker tyrants up in the New York, New Jersey area. So here's headlines from yesterday. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie laughed about Bridgegate. Yesterday, the story was how he had more involvement than people thought. Laughed about Bridgegate sums to 96. And they didn't do this by accident. Freemason equals 96. Chris Christie's born on September 6th, 1962. Here's his birthday. Currently 54 years old. His birthday, not only is he born on 9/6, it's also a date with 96 numerology. Freemason 96, Satanism 96, Knowledge 96. Born on a date with 33 numerology, the number of Freemason obsession, false flag 33, Masonry 33, secrecy 33, Delaware 33, where he went to school. Delaware established on a date with 33 numerology. Of the 50 states, only 3 sum to 33. The first and last, Delaware and Hawaii, and Massachusetts, the 6th state. 33 in numerology is 3 plus 3 equals 6. Of course, his initials are also CC. C's the third letter, CC 33, Chris Christie. This nation discovered by Christopher Columbus, paid for by the CC, the Catholic Church, came over here and called the people Indian. Indian equals 33. His date of birth, also a date with 77 numerology. Special number to this nation, Washington, D.C. on the 77th meridian. Did anyone notice that the first night of the presidential debate, the football game, Monday Night Football, summed to 77 points? Matt Ryan, who won, got his 77th win. All pro sports are scripted to the point, to the stat line. Anyway, Hoboken, New Jersey also sums to 77. And today's train wreck, very much a tribute to Chris Christie, just as the May 11th one, or May 2011 one, was as well. So often these hoaxes in the states are tributes to the governors. September 11th in gematria sums to 77. Remember this year on 7/7 there was the Dallas Police Department shooting. They said the worst loss of life for a police department since September 11th. Jimmy Garoppolo for the Patriots got his first start on September 11th. Jimmy Garoppolo equals 77. It's all a joke. Go back and see all the videos and all I've been exposing, from Rig News to Rig Sports. I got these people figured out, and people need to know what's up. With regards to him being born in the year 62, Chris Christie, train equals 62, Mason 62, Torah 62, that's the Jewish holy book. The Jewish holy books, if you read them, you find out how much better the Jewish people think they are than everyone else. And you find out how they don't have to, treat other people with respect. They can lie to them. They can rape their children. It's all permitted in the Jewish faith. That's why the Jewish people came up here and set up a nation based on freedom of religion, based on all their concepts of how to rule over people with tyranny. You know, you get banned from every country over thousands of years because you're part of this sick, disgusting religion. What do? You come and you conquer a nation and start your own satanic nation, what the United States of America is. That's why the people here are mostly so awful. From his birthday to today is 23 days. 23 days. 23 has the same gematria as transit train. You know, a transit train crashed. Is that part of the tribute to Chris Christie, coming 23 days after his September 6th birthday? 163 is the 38th prime, the word death 38, the word killing 38, Masonic 38, Jewish 38 the small way. Masonic and Jewish are also 29 without the S exceptions, like today's date, the 29th day of the month with the 29 numerology. That headline up top, if you do it in Pythagorean gematria, it sums to 91, just like the last name Christie in simple English. When you sum 1 through 13, it totals 91. Again, USA equals 41. 41 is the 13th prime. The nation began with 13 colonies, 13 stripes on the flag, 13 years of public school programming, turning you into a coincidence theorist. Notice that Chris Christie is currently 54 years old. Today's date has 54 numerology. It's the day that leaves 93 days left in the year. 54 and 93 often paired together. The word sun, like sun in the sky, S-U-N, has gematria 54. By the way, the name Christopher has the same gematria as Freemasonry. Freemasonry sums to 58, 67, 139. Christopher, 67, 139. Fitting name for a Freemason born to be. On August 31st, again, he just passed this law that no train engineer can have had a DUI in their past. So any engineers in New Jersey that have had DUIs, they've lost their positions. That was 29 days ago. This wreck coming 29 days after. Of course, 29 in numerology is 2 plus 9 equals 11. 11, the master number. New York next door, the 11th state. The World Trade Centers look like big 11s. Flight AA-11, the first to hit that day. The two planes that hit the World Trade Centers, Flight 11, Flight 175. If you add them together and get the average number, 11 plus 175 is 186. Divided by 2 planes, that brings you back to 93. Talking about the buildings with the 93 World Trade Center bombing. The first plane, A811, hit flight floors 93 through 99. The second plane hit at 903, flight 175. There was also flight 93 of 33 passengers in Pennsylvania, the Keystone State, Keystone 33. New Jersey was established December 18th, 1787. From date of establishment to today, I noticed it's 228 years, 9 months, 11 days. 9/11, Chris Christie, sworn in the day before. 228 is also interesting because United States of America equals 228. They're coming up on their 229th birthday. 229 is the 50th prime. America equals 50. 50 states, nation by the numbers, by the Freemasons from the beginning. From today until the day it turns 229 years old is 80 days, tragedy 80. We got a tragedy in New Jersey. It's also 11 weeks and 3 days, 113. Mainstream 113, dishonest 113. Baba Kamal 113A says it's okay for somebody who's Jewish to lie to somebody who isn't. Jewish people run your media. Every day they lie to the masses using their mass weapon of destruction, the television. As for Hoboken, established April 9th, 1849, 4949, 49, the number of revelation, the number from the Book of Prophecy, which the Freemasons work from. That's a date with 80 numerology, number connected to tragedy. It's also a date with 62 numerology. Train equals 62. Chris Christie born in 62. 2 train wrecks at the same Hoboken train station. What are the odds? It's also a date with a 13 connection. So from Hoboken's anniversary date until today is 174 days, New World Order. And what made me laugh is as I was putting this post together, writing this out, right as I did that, CNN updated their death total to 1 dead, 74 injured. 174, the New World Order number. This nation was created by the New World Order, which is an old world order. Anybody who tells you the New World Order is coming is someone who does not know what they're talking about. The New World Order has been here for centuries. This nation created out of the New World Order. New World Order 174, see my work on the TPP and so many other things exposing how the New World Order works by the number 174. 1 dead, 74 hurt. Remember, it's also a date with 74 numerology on the 74th meridian. Today's 9/29, September 29th. It's Kevin Durant's birthday. I pointed this out. Kevin Durant was the big news on July 4th, the nation's birthday. United States of America equals 929, a lot like 9/29. What I forgot to put up here is manifest destiny also sums to 929 in Jewish gematria. The United States of America established out of manifest destiny. You know? To tribute to it today with the train wreck. With all these staged train wrecks in the last few years, are they trying to tell us we're about to come off the tracks as a nation? That's what I'm wondering. United States of America, 228. In simple English gematria, 929 in Jewish. And again, this happened in the state that's currently 228 years old, 9 months and 11 days. Think about it. So yeah, they crashed a train, they made some wrecks. I'm sure Freemasons are going to be getting paid people's taxpayer dollars to repair it. Again, that's part of the reason they do this to us. They don't have to be accountable. They just get to scare us and then get us to pay for the tab. That's why we have to put these people out of commission. These people are wasting our time, our energy, our money, our resources, our lives. Truly, all of us have had our lives wasted. Anybody who was a victim of the public school, your life was wasted. Your life was wasted. Your head was filled up with bullshit. Your time was wasted. Your life was stolen from you. Then they told you to go to college and pay all this money to learn a bunch of bullshit. How many of you paid money to learn about space, which is all a bunch of bullshit? By the numbers. See my work. It's undeniable. We've been lied to about everything. We're talking about 226 and 93. Planet equals 226. Saturn equals 93, the most important planet to the occult. Planets equals 33 in Pythagorean gematria. All three of the modern planets. Uranus. Think about the name Uranus. These people like to fuck you in the ass, truly, every day. Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, all discovered by the numbers on dates with 33 numerology, plus a whole lot more. Pluto equals 84, like United States of America, discovered by a U.S. astronomer 84 years after the discovery of Neptune, which was discovered on the French Republican calendar's New Year's Day by a French astronomer. It's all bullshit. It's all we've been getting for centuries is bullshit from this gang. So you read the article, it's just all coded with numbers, it's all propaganda. It's lies, lies, and more lies. From the Philadelphia train wreck, which was a lie until today, is 72 weeks and 2 days. Remember that was May 12th, 2015. They coded 122 all over that. Again, train wreck 122. 722 is a lot like 227. Remember, when you divide 22 by 7, you get the number for pi, like you learned about in geometry class, having to do with cycles and circles. And as I always say, these people code the propaganda by the numbers in cycles, in circles, as tributes to history, just like how this incident is a tribute in part to the 2011 May 8th crash at the same station. You know, the numbers of time, today's accident, a tribute to Saturn, the keeper of time. It's not hard to see what's going on here, truth seeker. Until next time.